Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Judy. Tina Brewer says her ex-boyfriend's wife, Donna West, pounded the hood of her car in a fit of rage. Tina says she was so upset, she ran over a deer.
Now, Miss Brewer, we're going to jog his memory of the conversation.
I can tell you every word.
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Yes, I can.
I want you to give me exactly what was said in this conversation. He said, "Hi, it's me." Something like that.
Something like that.
Now let's hear it.
When he called on the 13th, my mother lives with me now, and she answered the phone. I was at work. She called me at work, and she said he will call back at noon. So when I came home for lunch, sure enough, he called back, and he said, "I love you, I miss you, we never argued, we got along great, I believe we're made for each other." And he said, "I want to come be with you. I'm tired of this, I'm tired of Durant, I'm tired of all of it." So I said, "Well, are you sure?" Because he had been telling me this for 3 years.
I'm talking about the 13th of December.
On the 13th of December, he said that, and he said, "I will see what I can do. I'll see if I can get my sister to bring me or something." And I said, "Okay, fine." He said he would call back at 6 o'clock that night.
On the 13th?
On the 13th.
And did he call back at 6 o'clock on the 13th?
No, ma'am, he called at 7. He called at 7, and he said, "They're in Durant. They can't bring me. Could you come get me?" And I said, "Well, it's right before my payday, and I don't have any money." "Well, I can wire you the money." I said, "Okay." So the next morning, on the 14th, he called me approximately 9 or 9:30, and he says, "I'm going to wire you the money for you to come get me." And I do have this right here showing the $40 that he did wire me on that day. And he said, "That's okay."
Miss
He
West,
said,
don't get mad at her, madam. Everything she's telling me is true.
I know it is.
Okay, every
I'm not
single
mad
thing.
at her.
Good. Don't be upset with her.
No, I'm not. It would be him, not her. Yeah, I know that.
Go ahead.
okay. He said, "Don't worry about the trip home. I will be with you. I will keep you safe." I said, "Fine. Pick me up at my mother's house. I've got all my stuff packed. All I'm taking is my clothes and my guitar. I'll be over at my mother's house. Come pick me up over there." I said, "Okay."
So you got in the car, you picked up the money,
Yes,
you drove
ma'am.
400 miles, you get to the mother's house, and what do you find?
I pulled up, and there was a truck, I don't know what kind of Suburban, something like that. And he's standing beside the Suburban in the passenger side. Someone, I don't know who, is sitting in the driver's seat. And he turns around like this, and he looks at me, and he goes, "Okay?" I didn't know what that meant. I said, "What?" She jumps out of the truck and runs as fast as she can towards my car, up by the driver's side, takes her fist like this, hits the hood like this. I backed up. I got out of there. I'm not a violent person, never have been, never will be.
Did you make a dent on?
Yes, ma'am, she did, and I have a
Can I
picture.
see it, please? Donna?
This one up here by the
Donna,
windshield.
darling, don't fit.
I'm not feeling
It's the one up by the windshield,
I did
ma'am.
not touch her car.
Yes, you did.
No, I
Yes,
did not.
she did.
Sure you did.
No, I did not. I never got out of the truck.
Oh, that's some bad. Oh, this is from the deer.
Yes, ma'am. It's
that's
the
from the
top
deer.
on the hood up by the
I
windshield.
did not touch her car.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, then you turned around,
Then I backed up and I left.
and then you hit a deer on the way home.
I went to my son's house because he lives there in Durant, and I was very upset. I was shaking and everything, and I was thinking, what in the world? You know, she's there, she's not going to let him go because, well, I won't say. But anyway, I called my mother back in Texas, and I told her, that number that's on the caller ID, I think that's Byron's cell phone number. Will you give it to me? She said yes. I wrote it down. I called, she answered, and started cussing at me, something violently. I hung up. My son said, "Mom, call her and talk to her. Tell her what he has been doing to you all this time, because my children have watched me suffer for 3 years through this."
Listen to me. You can only suffer if you allow yourself to be
Exactly, but I did.
a victim. You did. That's.
I admit that.
He's the perpetrator, but you have an opportunity to say, "Don't call me anymore.
And
I don't want to
have.
hear you anymore."
And I have, ma'am.
Well, I'm glad you have, because he sure doesn't look like the sharpest tap in the box. I mean, I don't know what all you women are fighting over.
But anyway, when I called back, I told Donna everything. I said, you know, all this has happened. She told me I'll try to use nice language. She told me if I would meet her someplace, she would kick my... I told her I was not violent like her, I didn't settle matters like that, and I wasn't going to meet her. She said that Byron told her it was all a big joke. He wanted her to be mad at him, I suppose, from the fight before.
I got
didn't
you.
even
I
know
got
about
you.
that.
You didn't understand why. I understand why, because she was very nice to the store clerk. That really made him angry.
Yes.
I don't even want you to say anything. You're going to tell me that you never put your hand on her car.
No, I didn't.
Good. Now I heard you. Now I heard you. That's nice. Now let's get to you. You have anything to say for yourself?
Yes.
Like what?
Well, the $40 that I did wire transfer her and that I did tell my wife about, she said that she was wanting to come to Oklahoma to visit her son and new grandbaby. And that she had enough money to get down here, but did not have enough to get back. And if I was going to go with her anyway, why would I mail her money to come down here and back on? And when she came down here, and I'd been telling her for years not to harass my family. I'd talked to her and talked to them, but she went to my mom after she had quadruple bypass and tried to find out where me and Donna live. She has left dirty
Listen to
notes.
me. She did all of that before December 13th?
Yes, ma'am.
Then what'd you call her for on December 13th,
I guess
sir?
I still had feelings about the kids.
Do I have to be? Do I have to be?
No, I'm just trying to get down these lyrics because this makes a great country western song.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And later today,
You did something wrong by buying black market tickets. She did something wrong by buying black market tickets. You screw a little bit, she screws a little bit, and then you come into court and say, please help me because I was screwed more than her.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Tina Brewer says her ex-boyfriend's wife, Donna West, pounded the hood of her car in a fit of rage. Tina says she was so upset she ran over a deer.
Mr. West, you have any children?
No, ma'am.
Don't. Mr. West, under ordinary circumstances, I would tell Miss Brewer that really she didn't have a claim against you for the most serious damage that was caused by the deer,
Yes, ma'am.
which she hit on the way going home, because your actions were too far removed from hitting this deer in the road. However, under the circumstances, I find that but for your actions in putting her in a position where she had to travel 800 miles round trip in a 24-hour period, 400 miles to you, based upon your lies, and 400 miles back, you could have anticipated that when she arrived there and found out that this was all your way of getting even with your wife for flirting with the store clerk, that it would have been a very stressful time for her.
Yes, ma'am.
And therefore, when she turned around to go home, she was agitated and stressed and had an accident with the car. And I find that your actions were the proximate cause of that near disaster with her car. You were an unkind, uncaring, selfish, self-centered fool who acted like a teenager when his wife was cozying up to somebody, probably taller than you are, and you didn't like it. So you decided to make her a little jealous. And the only one that you had to make her jealous with was somebody that you knew you could get there in a heartbeat. Not only are you all the aforementioned things, but you're also a cruel person who's going to pay $1,900 to have a car fixed, and your counterclaim is dismissed. Goodbye.
Parties are excused. Step out.
He has strung me along for over 3 years,
I love my wife. She knows that.
telling me how much he loved me, even calling my kids and telling them that he loved me.
She's trying to break me and my wife
Yeah,
up so
exactly.
she can have another shot at me.
I'm done with him. I'm done with her. I'm done with them all.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Batiste versus Franquitos. Step forward, please.
Sports attire salesman Edgar Batiste is suing former friend, 24-year-old bartender Alicia Franquito, for selling him bogus airline tickets.
Mr. Batiste,
Good evening, Your Honor.
according to your complaint, sir, you purchased some Buddy airline tickets from the defendant. I don't know what these are. You're going to explain that to me. And according to you, you didn't get what you paid for. You want your money back. Defendant says you don't get your money back. This was a final sale. So first, you want to tell me what a buddy ticket is, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. I purchased 3 buddy passes from Alicia Franquito.
Could you keep your voice up? I want you to tell me what they are. I've just told you. They're buddy passes.
Yes.
What are they?
They're airline travel tickets.
I never heard of that. Can I see what they look like?
Can I explain it to you?
Sure.
Basically, if someone works for an airline, they can give free tickets to people, and I had bought them from a friend who knows the person who works for the airline.
Just a minute. So the airline give to their employees free tickets.
Yes.
That they can use like a companion ticket?
Yes.
So that the airline employee can take a companion with them to go someplace.
Or they can just give them away to people to use.
But they're not supposed to sell them.
Right.
They're not supposed to sell them.
Exactly.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Mr. Batiste, well, it says right here that this can't be sold, right? Did you read that?
No, I didn't at the time, Your Honor. I didn't.
Well, you knew it couldn't be sold or bought. You know that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
In any event, the reason you want your money back is because they told you that you had to pay a certain amount of money in addition to these tickets to
Yes,
travel?
ma'am.
And the person you sold them to somebody else.
Some friends were supposed to travel.
You sold them to somebody else.
Yes, ma'am.
And the person you sold them to said, I want my money back because it says that I had to give them more money to use these tickets, according to your complaint. And now you want your money back from her.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
she should get her money back from the person she bought them from. Right?
Yes.
So am I correct that this is a whole little scam? Somebody who works for the airlines gets free tickets, and then they start selling them. How much did you pay for them?
40.
You paid 40. You sold them to him for 175 apiece. Right? Shh. And how much did you sell them for?
My friends paid me $175 each, Your Honor.
So you were even.
And I paid her. Yes, ma'am.
Give those back to him, please. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Mr. Batiste, I'm going to tell you what the law is, what we call the doctrine of clean hands. That means that when you come into a court of law and ask a court to give you justice, you have to come in with clean hands, not having done anything wrong with regard to the particular events surrounding the case. You did something wrong. So did she. You did something wrong by buying black market tickets. She did something wrong by buying black market tickets. So do you know what courts say to folks like you?